Testing 1 2 3. 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 Testing 1 2 3.
Martial law in the streets. Money vanishes in thin air. Banks on the verge of collapse. Isolated inside. Ordering essentials. Increasing danger outside. As the desperation grows, no one can hide. Increasing danger all around. As the desperation grows, no one can hide, not even inside. As you hear the glass shatter, every day is scarier than the next. Hopelessness, accident, chaos, breaks out in the suburbs.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
To fall back on society on the verge of collapse. You can run, but you can't hide.
Hello there, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Hello Larry, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Hello there, hey, what's going up? How's it going? How you doing?
Once upon a time, there were men who were powerful, handsome, and strong. Legendary heroes, known for courage and bravery. Their admirers, so far away, too far from contact. A troubled young girl falls under his spell. Teardrops falling down her face. She thinks that he's the one. Once upon a time, there were men who were powerful, handsome, and strong. Legendary, who were men of fire, courage, and bravery. Their admirers, so far away, too far from contact.
What's your favorite type of song? Mine is I Don't Wanna Be Me, but Bloody Kisses is my favorite album. Yes, my favorite type of song is, yeah, your comment caught me off guard, to be honest, because it's been really quiet and I've been live for a while, so kind of like when I saw your comment show up, I was like, my eyes just like kind of like lit up a bit. I was like, what? It kind of caught me off guard. It was like a jump scare. Okay, yeah, my favorite song by Typo Negative has always been Love You to Death, because my whole character is partially based off of, like, my character lore kind of relates to Love You to Death, because my character lore is about, like, you know how Peter is, like, the beast inside of me, so I'm a beast, I'm 8footbeast, you know, so, yeah, I kind of got, like, my vision of what that beast is inside of Peter, if we're talking about someone who is actually more monstrous on a physical level. And like with me, I have gray skin, so I'm more monstrous like on a physical level. I've tried to make myself look different even though I'm really humanoid. That's kind of like, yeah, this is kind of like, I imagine something like this, right? Of course, Peter is the beast himself. He does nothing about him, you know, would need to change to be a beast. He already is a beast by my default, you know. Oh, I'm getting some comments on. Oh wait, no, I'm not. But since like Love You to Death is really important to my character, that's always gonna be my favorite song. Yeah, I Don't Wanna Be Me is like super relatable. Yeah, that's high up there as well. It's like really relatable. Of course, I like Be My Judas. I like the whole October Rust album, of course, and yeah, Black Number 1, that's awesome too. Yeah, those are some of my favorites offhand that I can think of. Oh, My World is Coming Down. I can relate to that one a lot too, as well. Oh, you got to meet Kenny? Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, sweet. That's amazing. Yeah. My story with Typo is kind of like, I don't want to say strange, but basically my story with Typo goes that I found out about Peter Steele in 2010 when he died, because that was a huge news story on the internet at the time, and I was just getting into metal, and I was quite young. I was just getting into metal, and I hardly really knew who he was, but I was like just stunned. I was just shocked. I was like, oh, I was like bummed because like it was kind of it was depressing to know that he was gone that soon, and like in the fact that I didn't even know who he was or any of his music. So when I was younger, I don't really think I got it as much though when I was younger, but it turns out that recently it was the 10th anniversary of his death in 2020. So I started getting much more immersed with Typo Negative in 2020. I had kind of a comeback moment where I was like, yeah, you know, I think this is where it's at. I need to, like, I can actually relate to this stuff more than I thought, and I have a different perspective, especially because by the time 2020 would roll around, I would be older, so I had a much different perspective. But what another thing that got me back another thing that got me more into Typo Negative, so to speak, is being at the Rainbow. I went to the Rainbow Bar and Grill for my birthday every year in Hollywood, and as I'm based in Los Angeles, and they were playing Typo Negative Black Number One. This was like 2019, and this was like right before his anniversary, the 10th anniversary of his death. They were playing Black Number One. That got me thinking about him, and there was another thing that happened too was I was one of those people who liked to hang out at Trader Joe's a lot. When they used to have free coffee and snacks. So, and then they stopped that when 2020 rolled around. They stopped that, and they never brought it back. But since they used to offer free refreshments, you would just go in there and you could just get like a lot of coffee and stuff like that. Trader Joe's in a lot of ways became kind of like a coffee shop where you could hang out. It became kind of like a hangout. I don't want to say a bar, you know, but it just became a place where you could hang out and meet new people. So I met a lot of metalheads at Trader Joe's, which is like Trader Joe's, meaning metalheads at Trader Joe's. That's like sounds like really it's kind of like, yeah, that's the place where you like really expect to meet like a metalhead at Trader Joe's. But it happened to me on several occasions. They would notice that I was wearing my band shirts. They would notice me. I would stand out and like, oh yeah, fellow metalhead. All right. It would start with, I like your shirt. So, this guy had brought up. I met two guys who were into doom metal, and they're like, one of them brought up Typo Negative, and one of them was like kind of making a joke about Typo Negative, saying like, oh, they sound like hair metal. Like they were like, you should check out Typo Negative. They sound like hair metal or something like that. I was like, what? They sound like hair metal? I was like, I think that was kind of a joke because they're categorized as like gothic metal and doom metal. I was like, what, hair metal? But I could see like a lot of people would say like October Rust is like chick metal. So I kind of get where he was coming from on that. But that was another thing that got me thinking about Typo Negative again before 2019, before 2020. And I think this conversation happened around like 2017, 2018 ballpark. Yeah, I think it happened around 2017. But I didn't really quite keep track of like these interactions and exactly when it happened and whatnot. But that was another thing that got me thinking about, that got me coming back to like Typo's music and stuff like that. And I started to get it more when I got older. But I noticed these days on like TikTok and stuff like that, I noticed that a lot of younger generations are really getting into Typo Negative, and like there's some people that are the same age around like how old I was when Peter died. I was 13, okay? So like I noticed there's some people that are like teenagers. They're getting into Typo Negative, so his music is resonating with them too. And I was like, yeah, he's got a legacy here, and he's relevant in a lot of ways, and people are still talking about him. And especially in 2020, since there was so much, there's so much to talk about with the 10th anniversary of his stuff. So that's what eventually that propelled me to develop this character, because this character first came about in 2018, but it was just an arc from Dungeons and Dragons. It really didn't have a whole lot to do with Peter Steele at first. But then I noticed, I was like, wait a second. This Peter Steele guy sounds a lot like my D&D character that I have. So if I merge the two, then I can create something. I can make this OC so much better by merging the two. So I was like, yeah, I think that would be a good idea. So then I had debuted 8footbeast around I think it was March 2020. Yeah, it was around March 2020 or something like that. Well, I didn't open up the Instagram account though. I didn't properly debut as 8footbeast until the end of 2020. I think it was December 2020 or something. Yeah. Oh no, wait, July on VRChat. That's right. I think it was July of 2020 on VRChat. Yeah, I was quite primitive on a technological aspect. I didn't really. I did not have all the fancy stuff that I have now. I started out quite primitive technologically speaking. I didn't even know how to work a voice changer or nothing like that really in 2020, but I still kind of pulled off what I could, and people resonated with the character. But just knowing how much people resonated with the character in Dungeons and Dragons really got me thinking yeah, I could probably do something more with this. And I didn't know it, that there was I didn't start to see how much potential there was until I started connecting things with the character and people's enthusiasm behind it. And then doing roleplay in VRChat, seeing how people were just so receptive to it, that was yeah, I got something going here. So yeah, that's kind of my lore with so you met Kenny. So when did you meet Kenny? When did that happen? And you got to do some art for Typo and Gibson. When did this all happen, if you don't mind elaborating on it? I met Kenny about a year. Oh, you met Kenny a year and a half ago. Oh, wow. I wonder how that went and where. Yeah, because with me, I don't really know how to categorize myself as far as how long I've been a fan of Typo Negative. I'm not even sure how to. I can't chat. What do you mean I approved you as a member? You're able to add chat. You're able to leave comments, but that may be a typo. I don't know. Oops, typo. Always working. Yeah. I was hi. You can leave comments. Okay. It is working. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know how to categorize how long I've been a fan, because I did find out about Peter in 2010, and I was I was bummed, but I was mostly into Motley Crue growing up, so my story is kind of mixed, but I started getting more connected with Typo Negative in 2019. That's when I started getting more connected, more deeply connected. In 2019, I started learning everything about the music and everything like that. I started learning everything in 2019. So I guess But that's not technically where things started. Things started in 2010. You drew a comic page for Black #1. Oh, really? Oh, okay, you drew a comic page for Black. I'm aware that they had come out with some kind of, like, comic. Are you talking about the one that was posted on their Instagram? Is that the one you're talking about? Gibson and Typo are working on a documentary. I need to draw some parts so they don't have footage for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I just need a refresh here. I haven't really been good about keeping up with everything because of just life being busy. I get busy, so I haven't been good about like keeping up with everything. Oh, you thought you could draw it better in a comic and he saw it and loved it. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I thought I have a lot of clips on Gibson TV, so I'm sure that's what you're talking about. Okay, has this art been featured yet? And clips on Gibson TV, like, has this art been made public? Like, is there somewhere I can go to find this art and see it? If you find me on social media, you can see it. Okay. Yeah, I'll look. Man, I just tried looking up your name on Google, like some, like a professional golfer from... Yeah, my OBS had briefly disconnected, but now looks like I'm back up. Oh, maybe I'm not back up. What the heck? Can you tell me what your handle is, by any chance? Wait, maybe it's featured on your channel. Well, my handle is at 8footbeast. But I know if you send me a message, it's probably just gonna go in the filtered requests. Oh, that's right, you have to request to follow me and stuff like that. Yeah, things are kind of messed up on my end right now. Well, I'll continue looking for your pages and your work. I'm sure I will find it eventually. I'm sure I'll eventually find your work or your socials. I'm sure I'll eventually find it. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Yeah, I'm still not able to find your page, but I'm sure I'll find it eventually. That's okay, I'll find it eventually. I know that based on what you told me here, I know to look out for it. If I see any illustrations in the Gibson documentary, I know it's you. And I'll see it eventually. Yeah, I was mostly into Motley Crue growing up, so from a young age I've been into Motley Crue because I'm from Los Angeles, so I think that, yeah, that's the reason, that's one of the reasons why Motley Crue had really resonated with me, but there's a typo negative Motley Crue connection that I'm well aware of, so yeah, I think things just kind of like cross paths there, especially with me being like a Crue head. Hey, Compile, what's up? How's it going? Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, I've been getting some work done lately. I have like homework and stuff like that that I've been working on, so I've been very, very busy. Hey, what's good? What's up, Adam? Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? You know, I actually have something here that I can share. I'm mixing some music right now off on the side, and I think I can share what's going on here, and then I think I'm going to hop off after I share this song that I'm mixing. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this off on the side, so I might as well share it, because I just listened to it, reviewed it, and it sounds pretty good. But I just have to make sure I close everything down first. That could possibly be, a problematic if I'm going to share my display, I have to close everything. That could be possibly problematic if I share it. Yeah, we don't want that. I noticed I have some activity here, so... Oh my goodness. Okay. I am mixing a song right now off on the side called, Underdog or Rock and Roll Underdog. Yeah, it's called Rock and Roll Underdog. I spend a lot of time, I will spend so much time, playing guitar, but I don't spend a lot of time mixing music. I also have VR chat stuff that I need to edit and release. Everything that I've done this year on VR chat hasn't been released, literally everything. So I have, a backlog on that. Well, I've definitely been editing stuff off on the side, but I just haven't been motivated. Yeah, I can definitely share what's going on here on my end with, this song that I've started mixing. Yeah. So make sure everything is properly... I want to make sure that everything's properly, configured here. There we are. Now, this is a song I've been mixing called Rock and Roll Underdog, and this is just the start of it, because I have to, left and right channel all this stuff. But I figure I might as well share, a preview of it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I have to turn on desktop display. What the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah, this song is still quite loud because it's a raw mix, so I kind of turn the, yeah, I don't want to put the desktop audio on full blast, because this song is still quite loud as I'm in the first phase of editing this thing. Yeah, I still need to put a fade out on that last part. Yeah, okay. Needs to be like this. That's how it needs to Yeah, I think that would be fine. I remember I tried editing, no, not that, when I was playing, I had tried doing that ending where you mute the strings on the guitar, but it didn't really work out that well. It didn't sound good. But I'm in the beginning phases of mixing this thing. I said editing, I meant mixing, well, they're the kind of same thing, but when you say editing, that usually applies more so to video. Okay. I'm gonna switch to trying to get everything reconfigured here in OBS, and then I'm gonna sign off for tonight, probably. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Yeah, we could have things before. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, everything's reconfigured to the way it was before. Music might be a little bit too loud, let me see.